This is New at 5. We have been talking a lot lately about the rise in violent crime in Atlanta, and now the police chief is offering some perspective on solutions that seem to be working.
Our Doug Richards live at the state capitol for us tonight, where the chief spoke at a public safety meeting this afternoon. On to you, Doug. What did he say?
Well, you know, the city's crime issues have certainly grabbed the attention of Republican lawmakers here at the state capitol, who have used that to do some messaging to some of their voters. And we certainly got a hint of that today, but we also got some answers directed from questions given to Atlanta's Police Chief Rodney Bryant.
Is when we see an area, know of an area where there's gang activity.
Atlanta Police Chief Rodney Bryant told lawmakers the city is seeing some success curbing gang activity by targeting neighborhoods where gangs thrive.
That we have an enforcement objective in eradicating and dismantling those gangs in that particular area.
We've seen the lack of respect for law even by the political leaders there.
Some Republicans on the House committee were critical of Atlanta officials because they said they undermined police during protests last summer.
So many people think that there's no consequences for the actions.
But Chief Bryant said some crime data is showing that at least the rise in violent crime has slowed down.
What we're starting to see as it relates to our aggravated assaults numbers, those numbers are starting to come down just a little bit. Our homicide numbers are still very concerning to us.
And what we also heard today was some discussion of the extent to which the pandemic is related to the spike in violent crime. That, too, has become a political issue to some extent as people have debated back and forth whether the spike in crime is related to the pandemic or not. And Chief Bryant said, yes, it is. They gave some specific reasons, and he got some backup from the chief of the Prosecuting Attorneys Council in Georgia, which we'll hear tonight on 11 Live News at 6.